Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Granick, and before you come into class, I'd like you to first watch this video. So today in class we're going to be talking about the difference between atoms and molecules. What are they? Oh, and just to show you, like here on the left hand side of your screen, this is an atom, and on the right hand side of your screen, that is a molecule. So we're going to start with atoms first. What are some characteristics of atoms? So the straight up definition of atoms are that they are the smallest constituent of ordinary matter that constitutes a chemical element. In addition, there are more than 120 different types of atoms. And finally, different types of atoms are called elements. And over here on the right side of your screen, this is actually a 3D representation of an atom that scientists were able to reconstruct in the laboratory. So now that we know what atoms are, we're going to go through some examples. So how do you figure out what an atom is? So basically an atom is anything on this periodic table. So anything within one of these boxes. So if, for example, it could be hydrogen, or it could be tin over here, or you could move to the middle and it could be osmium, or you could even move literally anywhere. You can move here in the far right hand corner. Lawrencium, that's a atom too. So yeah, basically atoms are anything within the periodic table within these boxes. Okay, next, what are molecules? So the definition of molecules are that molecules are a group of atoms that are bonded together. So for example, if you look at this picture, here we have an atom, a carbon atom, that is bonded to a nitrogen atom. And the nitrogen atom is bonded to the carbon, and the carbon's bonded to another carbon, and this carbon's bonded to another carbon, when that carbon's bonded to another. So basically, the molecules are chemical structures that are made up of more than one atom. So yeah, that's pretty much the difference between atoms and molecules. Atoms are made up of, just one of those little boxes that you see in the periodic table, but molecules are made up of more than one. So some examples of molecules that we encounter in our daily life is carbon dioxide. And here you can see this is a molecule because it's made up of more than one atom. It's made up of a carbon atom and two oxygen atoms. So this 2 after the O, it means that there are 2 oxygen atoms that are bonded to this carbon. And carbon dioxide is really important because that's what we breathe out when we inhale and respire, and carbon dioxide is what plants use to make oxygen for us. Also, oxygen gas. This is oxygen gas. It's also an important molecule. Again, it's a molecule because it's made up of 2 oxygen atoms that are bonded together. And then finally, another very important molecule is glucose, C6H12O6. And this molecule, again, it's a molecule because it's made of 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms, and 6 oxygen atoms. And again, just for some trivia, it's really important because it's one of the initial reactants that's used in cellular respiration. Okay, now we're going to go through some examples of atoms and molecules. So we'll just go through these 7 examples. Again, we know something's an atom because it's going to be one of the elements in these boxes. So for example, number 1, H, stands for hydrogen, and H is in this little box right here. So that's an atom. It's just one element. On the other hand, we have hydrogen gas here. hydrogen gas is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms that are bonded together. So for number 2, you would say hydrogen gas is a molecule. H2 is a molecule. 3, we just have O here. This would be an oxygen atom. And again, we know that because oxygen's right here on the periodic table. It's number 8 right here. Number 4 is ozone. This molecule is composed of 3 oxygen atoms that are bonded together. So it's a molecule. It's made up of 3. Number 5, water. Again, this would be a molecule because it's made up of 3 different atoms. 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Last 2 examples. Number 6, helium. Helium's an atom because helium is right here on the periodic table. And then finally we have ammonium. Ammonium's made up of a nitrogen atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. So it's a molecule. So again, to recap, atoms are basically just they're basically just anything on this periodic table. There's more than 120 different types of them. And on the other hand, molecules need to be composed of at least 2 or more different atoms. All right, so thank you for listening to my lecture, and we'll go over the difference between atoms and molecules more in class. I'll see you guys later.